Okay, so part two. But yeah, I was trying, put all the cards on the table and let him know why I did what I did. Of course, at that time I wasn't really seeing what I had done. Obviously, like, subconsciously, I must have known, I knew what I did hurt him because obviously he would tell me. But I guess at that time I didn't care. That was just mainly a continuation of, me not letting him hang out with friends, me, and he would tell me, like, we would get into fights or whatever, and he would tell me to stop, and I wouldn't stop, because to me, I guess I just felt like I needed to get my point across, like, I needed to make sure that he knew what I was trying to say or whatever, because sometimes, he would twist what I say or whatever, or I would twist what he said and stuff, so, excuse me, and, like, I didn't want to give, excuse me, I didn't want to give, bad things either, like I should have, and, I wanted things to be fixed. I wanted things now. I didn't want to wait. I didn't know also that, that I could fix things on my own. I thought that I needed him to help fix things because, you're always told it takes two to make or break a relationship, but that's not true, actually. You can fix it on your own, and, in turn, like, what you're doing, the changes you're making for yourself, so you can be a better person, to stop the toxic behavior that you were doing, will in turn show him, oh, they have changed, they are changing, I can change too, and I want to change for them too, and for myself, like they changed for me and themselves. So it does work, but I would never stay changed long enough. I would constantly start to change, and then I would stop. I started really realizing what I had done 2 years ago when he tried to divorce me the first time, but I got him to give me another chance, and I really wish that he would give me another chance again. Like, he has given me a lot of chances. Out of the entire 16 years of our relationship, we've been on and off a lot. Like, prior to getting married, and we've been married for 10 years, as of the 7th of this month. Before the marriage, it was constantly on, off, because he couldn't take it, because I wouldn't stop. And then, and once we got married, we didn't ever end things. Like, 2 years ago was the first time he was like, I'm done, I can't do it no more. But I got him to give me another chance, and I just wish he would give me another chance again, but, I get it, he's done, he's tired, I'm tired too, but to me, it's not over. To me, I still think we could fix it, but, I'm trying my hardest to learn to let it go. We had something perfect at the start, but because of my fear of happiness, because I've always had this fear of being happy, because of that fear, I let all my wounds ruin everything, because then I was taking out things that were wounds from other people on him, and then, eventually he started, like, doing his stuff too, like the things he did, and that didn't help any at all, because, it didn't, like, and I didn't know how to handle that, what he was doing, and how to fix myself, and, like, not, because I wasn't noticing that he was trying, and I wasn't noticing anything like that. I was just noticing what he wasn't doing, and, it's just a lot. I know my behavior was toxic, as was his. We were both toxic, but I still feel that we could fix it, but he doesn't want to, so I'm trying to let go, trying to move on, and hopefully, I can find somebody else, but I'm ultimately making these videos just mainly for me, because I wanted to have video evidence of, the fact that I'm holding myself accountable for my actions and what I did, and knowing that what I did was wrong, and I'll probably make more videos explaining, like, what my wounds are, and go into as much detail as I can about, you know, where I think they came from, because I need to do that for myself, so that should he ever take me back, I'm not going to repeat the same mistakes. And if he doesn't, then if I ever find somebody else, then hopefully, you know, I'll have learned enough and healed myself enough that I won't cause the same damage to someone else. But for the sake of these videos, I'm just making them, you know, for myself, and also in hopes that if somebody else sees this and you're doing some of the same things, or you're doing worse toxic behavior to a person that you love and a person that you can't imagine life without, then I'm hoping that hearing what I did, and the fact that because I did these things, and because I didn't stop, and because I didn't realize sooner that, you know, I had all these issues that I needed to fix, and that these issues were hurting everything. Again, of course, you know, I'm not the only one who did things. He did things too, but I'm not going to say what he did. But, yeah, I really wish I could go back and change everything, but I can't. So if you are in a marriage, or you're just dating and you really love this person and you really want this person, please stop self-sabotaging. I know it's difficult. I know it's hard. You may not realize the wounds that you have yet. You might not see why you're doing the things that you're doing, but I can tell you it's because you're hurt. Because someone somewhere in your past, you got severely hurt by your family, by friends, by life circumstances, and because you didn't know it and because you didn't heal from it, you're gonna take it out on your relationship. And please take it from me, you don't want this pain. You don't want to be hurting. You don't want to be sitting here thinking, well, what if I had stopped? What if I had taken accountability sooner? Would things be better? Would I still be with this person? Because now I'll never know. It's too late. But I hope for someone else, whoever, if you're watching my video, please take a look at yourself. And of course, I'm not saying, you know, you alone. Obviously, you know, it does take two to make or break a relationship. Obviously, you know, that is true. But know that you can fix it on your own. You can fix yourself for yourself, so that, you know, should it end, you don't take your baggage into another relationship. And even if you don't end up with anyone else, at least you know for you that you fixed yourself and you're a good person now and you learned from your mistakes. But hopefully this video gets to you before you do any serious damage to your relationship and then end up like me, because this pain is surreal. I don't think I'm ever gonna get over it. It doesn't help that he was my first everything. But yeah, just, you know, take heed, take a look at yourself. You know, I know in some relationships it really is just all the man sometimes. You know, the woman does everything she possibly can and the guy is still an ass. It can be flipped too. Sometimes it could be all the girl. Sometimes she could be the one that, you know, destroys everything and he could be doing everything right. It could go either way. Even in same-sex relationships, you know, one partner doing majority of the damage and then the other person just taking it for as long as they can. Or sometimes it is both of them, you know. Sometimes, like in my case, it is the both of you, but I did start the downfall. And I really wish I didn't, but that's my life. As my grandfather used to say, you made your bed, now lie in it. So I guess I gotta lie in it now. But yeah, please, if you're watching this and you notice self-sabotaging behavior in yourself, please stop. Look at yourself, you know, fix yourself, heal your wounds. And if you're not in a relationship yet, please wait till you do fix yourself so that you don't create damage in someone else, because it's not good. My ex has changed completely from who he was when I met him. And I know that's not all my fault, like, it was how he reacted too, but I started it. And it is because of me starting the downfall that it is where it is. So, this is me taking accountability. Again, these videos are mostly for me, but if they help somebody, I'm glad. It's taking a lot to post these. Obviously, I'm not posting them right after making them, but I want you to know, you know, please take a look at yourself and fix your relationship before it's too late if you can. Thank you for watching. Bye.